Reaperman here, and as you know, I love my racing games, and this is actually one of my absolute favorite racing games, and this is from Disney of all people, and they've never come out with any other sequel to this. Anyway, this is Split Slash Second. This is an old one from the PS3 slash Xbox 360 era, and there's a surprisingly competent PlayStation Portable port of this game as well. But for today, we're actually on the PC version because when I tried to go back to the PS3 version, that game was a lot uglier than I remember. Now, as you notice, the PS3 version is locked to 30 FPS, and I've got an FPS counter up in the top corner. And any drop in FPS is not due to hardware because, again, this game is from the first half of the, it's before 2010 for sure. So let's actually pick a little race in here. We're going to pick Port Bridge Race in this Corvette. So this game, as you might have noticed, was broken down into seasons because it's trying to fake that it's a TV show. And the goal of this thing is to just kind of impress the judges with your sliding and drifting enough to build up points that trigger explosions, trigger shortcuts, even change the course of the race course itself. And that's all just really cool to me. So this is one big explosion fest. Now, I don't like everything about this game, and one of the first things that you'll notice that's just immediately out there is this game is brown. And back in the earlier 2000s, this was what you did to make something look realistic, was just turn it brown. And unfortunately, I mean, if I was an art director that really saw the world as being brown, I'd have to probably kill myself. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And fortunately, we've gotten past this whole stage of video gaming. But this game is definitely a victim of that era. One thing that is neat about this game that you'll notice is there is no HUD attached to the screen. There is a little HUD attached to my car here. And as you can see, there's that bar that's been building up as I've been drifting and drafting and dodging explosions. And right now it says that I can trigger 2 explosions, which I haven't done because all of these cars are really close to me and I don't want to blow myself up. Ooh, somebody triggered the shortcut, so I get it for free. So now I am all the way up on my meter here. So that means that I can even trigger the upcoming change of course, which I'm going to do. Kaboom! I switched routes, which blows up the entire bridge area and turns this thing into a flaming mess. Oops, somebody triggered the garage door. Oh! I did not make that. The downside to triggering the bridge is you no longer have enough points to trigger the garage door, which is a tremendous shortcut. Now, this game does have a couple of things that I don't like in it, and that's, ooh, somebody triggered a big one. And that's that there is a lot of rubber banding, which has the effect of keeping races close and the explosions definitely numerous, but at the same time it really punishes skill in this game. So no matter how far ahead it says you are, they're really just a little bit behind you. Whoa. The other thing that I don't like is I don't tend to like games that have a whole drift or trick for drift or trick to build boost mechanic, and that's actually what this game is all about, is that. But it does it in a way that's a little bit more plausible, at least, even if it does involve helicopters dropping explosives on the racetrack. It's still more plausible than drifting is faster, yo. And when you drift enough, your wheels glow blue, and then you get a little boost. Boom! I kind of waited to open that one to see if I could wreck some people. Oh, this game is just so much fun. Now, truth be told, I actually never get far in this game, despite owning it on, I think, just about, if not every platform it came out on. I actually bought it twice for PC, once from Amazon, who used to be a digital PC retailer and wants from Steam. But I've never gotten very far in this game because there is, not for bad reasons of course, but there's actually a mode in this game that's so addictive that I just stopped playing the game. And I'm going to do a couple of races and then I'm going to show you this mode, and it is just nuts. It's kind of like in Burnout Takedown when they introduced the crash modes and then you just stop playing the races and you stop progressing in the game. Boom! I got second place. Alright, let's do a completely different track here. Now, there aren't many tracks in this game, but there are a few variations of each track, and they're kind of meaningful variations. I really like them. Now, one downside to this game on PC, though, is that it doesn't show the button mappings quite properly on the 360 controller, which is a little bit of a bummer. Let's see. This Big Rig Boom, by the way, is that super addictive race mode, but we're going to try and get in one other race first. Airplane Graveyard, yes. So I'm not really sure how to classify this game, whether it's more of an arcade racer, even though it was never in the arcade, or more of a kart racer because of all of the explosions and the ability to trigger explosions on everything. So starting from zero points here, I'm going to try and drift my way up until I can trigger an explosion. There's actually a few explosions, that's what those icons mean. Or there's a shortcut. I missed the shortcut. I tend to go for shortcuts over knocking other players out just because of the rubber banding. But I did trigger that one. Oh, everything is just so much fun in this game. Why have they never made a successor to this title? I will never know. This game is just so much fun. And it's fun in a way that a lot of arcade racers aren't fun in anymore. Oh, okay. Oh, they got me that time. So oftentimes you can dodge out of explosions pretty well, so it's definitely not a sure thing that they got you when you find yourself caught up in an explosion. But they will get you from time to time. Ooh. And I don't actually recall how this course changes when you get the full points built up. So we're going to roll around until we can figure that out, because these explosions are just those big fuel things suspiciously close to the road exploding. I think I hit the wrong button. Oh. So in this game, even the time trial mode is exciting, because they have these time trial modes where you drive around the track and absolutely every single explosion is going off. And it is just gorgeous and fun. Oh, I missed the airplane jump shortcut there. Kaboom! That was realistically not going to make me explode, but I'm going to try and get this guy here. He's going to pass through a whole bunch of explodey things. Yay, I wrecked Miles! And again, I missed the cave shortcut. Ooh. Thanks for the bump. Lost a lot of speed when I dodged that explosion. And there I am in first place. Gosh, I do just wish this game wasn't so brown. There are so many brown racing games from this era. Colin McRae's Dirt is the absolute worst of them that I can think of, and everybody's like, well, yeah, of course, dirt's brown. Yeah, but the sky's not supposed to be brown. Nice one, uphill. The sky's not supposed to be brown, and the road isn't supposed to be neon orange. Those cranes are the most terrifying thing to me, I guess, as a human player, because I know that they're very unpredictable. As in, their paths are hard to predict. Sweet drift, yo! Kaboom! So you get points for drifting, drafting, surviving explosions, all kinds of cool things, and you end up just getting, whoa, massive amounts of these explosion points saved up. At least I do. Let's do the shortcut. Oh, it's the end of the game. And a quick cut later, and we are at the gameplay mode here that I am the most addicted to, and that is this survival mode. Storm Drain Speedway is by far the best of them, and I just stop progressing in the game as soon as I get to it. So this game mode takes place, this level actually takes place in the LA River, the kind of ditch that goes through LA, but this is a completely circular one, like a racetrack, if you will. And there's these big rigs that are dropping exploding barrels, and the goal is to pass as many big rigs as possible. So the effect of this is it's Donkey Kong with cars. It's just Donkey Kong with cars, and I love it so very much that this could be the entire game. Now, the blue barrels will just knock you around, and they won't kill you directly. They can still knock you into things that'll kill you. But the red barrels are instantly lethal. And as this goes on, you will get more and more red barrels and less blue barrels. Now, you'll notice that timer up in the top corner. That is my respawn timer. If I was to die in the next 40 seconds, whoa, the game will respawn me. When that timer runs out, it goes into instant death mode, and the game will no longer respawn me. Now, as you might notice, every time I pass one of these trucks, that timer increments a little bit. So the goal is to pass trucks as quickly as possible to keep your respawn timer going. Also, there's some pretty sweet multipliers involved and all of that stuff. This game is just pure addiction here, and it is a high score chase, and it is just spectacular in every way. And every time I get into this game, I think, oh, well, I'm going to play out all the single player seasons in this game. And in reality, no. Usually what happens is I play the game until I get to season 3, I think, when this game mode gets unlocked, and then I just keep playing Donkey Kong here. Ooh, that was a narrow miss. Narrow miss on that red barrel. Blue barrel, red barrels. Kaboom! I'm going to try and take this guy on the inside. The inside tends to be a lot safer in corners. Oh, jam cars. Now, I've come up with varying strategies for this, but the best strategy I found is to not die, as in just period, don't die. Whoa, ooh. Like, I've tried hanging out next to trucks for a while and stuff like that, and that doesn't really get me anywhere. But anyway, that is my favorite mode of one of my favorite racers, and if you don't have this game, just scrounge around on the couch cushions, find some way to buy the 360, the PS3, or preferably the PC version. Actually, if all you've got is a PSP, that version is fair too, but you probably want to play any of the other ones. And until next time, this has been a great game, and Reaper Man out.